In last video, we have discussed about the sun in the 8th house of the horoscope. In this video, we are going to talk about the moon in the 8th house of the horoscope. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I am your host Prasad Mahazani, help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You'll be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one. And if you're looking for readings and consultation, check out the link into the description section. If you have any question, add a comment to my YouTube videos. I read all the comments and I reply to almost all the comments. If you have any question, you can always ping me on Instagram at Pramanik Astrology. I read all the DMs and I reply to almost all the DMs. Moon in the 8th house of the horoscope. Before we talk about moon in the 8th house, what is moon? The first thing which comes to my mind when I think of moon is mind. Vedic astrology treats person at 3 levels. At soul level, like sun. At mind, manas, which is moon. And the third is the physical body, which is kind of ascendant. Today we are going to talk about what happens when moon, the mind, comes into the 8th house of the horoscope. But before that, what is moon? Moon is your mind. Moon is emotions, desires. It's the relative experience. Do you remember we talked about the transits? Why to look for the transits from moon? And what is the difference between looking at the transits from the moon and the ascendant? Moon is your mind. Moon is how you feel about things. That's what makes it relative. Suppose you are on a trek. Some people might find it tiring and they don't want to get to a trek again. And few people are excited that the trek was difficult and they are looking forward to the next trek. It's relative. The same trek, but the people have a different experience. Mind is relative. It creates opinion based on your desires, and that's what separates the experiences. The same experience is relative to everybody. That's the function of the moon, mind. Moon is fluctuating, just like from the new moon to the full moon. Moon is always fluctuating in all the tithis. You will never see a moon same every day. This is true for the sun. Sun is stable. You will see the sun the same every single day. That's why there is an importance to the sunrise. That's why there is an importance to the sun. Everything revolves around the sun, right? But that is not the case with the moon. Why I am giving you this background is now it will be easy for you to understand what will happen when these energies will come into the 8th house. Moon is also about your mother. It also signifies all that is Cancer. All the Cancer significations you can apply to moon. Moon is all about the nourishment. Moon is shy and private. Let us move on to the 8th house. 8th house is about the death. But more than death, it is the life force that delays the death. We all are dying every single day. 8th house, what it does is it gives you life. It gives you life force that is against the death. You are dying the moment you are born. Every breath is taking you closer to your death. Life is short. I always say that. Don't procrastinate. This life force is the force working against the death, and which is life. If you have a strong 8th house, you have a higher longevity, right? That doesn't mean that you will live forever, but you will have power to deal with the death, to delay the death. That is the that is longer life. Okay, so 8th house is pretty much about the life force. 8th house also signifies the sex. Yes, sex can also be seen with the 8th house, and the reproduction. More than sex, it is the reproduction which is associated with the 8th house things. 8th house is also the house of inheritance, huge monies like lottery, insurance money, inheritance. All these can be seen from the 8th house. 8th house is about the occult and mysticism and things which are buried underground. It can be the things which are hidden, like occult, or maybe the physical things buried under the ground. When you're looking for the profession, you can also look at the 8th house as the things which are buried under the ground. What are the things buried under the ground? Oil, gems, and many other precious material and minerals are buried underground. So all that is related with the 8th house things. And now please understand what's happening. Every planet we are going to discuss, which is going through the 8th house of the horoscope, and is going to bring his element into this significations. Okay, just like sun came into this 8th house, saw all these significations and brought his light and dealt with all the significations in his own capacities. Okay, now moon is coming in. We are going to talk about this in just a moment. Before that, the 8th house significations. 8th house is also about the astrology and psychology. 8th house is also about the magnetism or charisma you hold. Okay, if you have a well placed 8th lord and 8th house, you will have that charisma. Okay, 8th house is that important. 8th house is all about transformation. That's why it is not only the house of death, but it is the house of death and rebirth. We have to understand this. There is a difference. Death is not the end of all. Death and rebirth, it is a cycle. That is the reason why even after the 8th house, there are 4 houses before the enlightenment: the bhagya, karma, labha, and moksha. And all these houses are after the 8th house of death. So there is life beyond the death. That's why 8th house represents the cycle of birth and rebirth. This is the transformation. 8th house is second to the 7th house of the marriage and partnership. So this also shows the joint asset. Okay, let us move on. What is the effect when you have moon in the 8th house of the horoscope? Let's discuss that. The planet of mind is coming into the house of secrets. Okay, moon is all about your mind, and 8th house is the house of secrets. Now the person with the 8th house moon is good at keeping the secrets. Why? Because moon itself is a very private energy, just like the 4th house, and now it comes into the 8th house, so he feels at home. For secrecy, moon feels at home with the 8th house. The planet of fluctuation is coming into the house of transformation. The person with the moon in the 8th house is kind of restless. Why he is restless? Because moon itself is fluctuating, and now it is coming into the house of transformation, which is all about ups and downs. So this becomes very chaotic energy, and these people are always restless. So they have to meditate and take the grounding is very important for them. The planet of emotions is coming into the house of secrets. So these people are not only good with keeping the secrets, but these subtle energy, the subtle energy of moon works well when it comes to find any secret or find the truth. 8th house is also the quest for the truth. And when moon is into the 8th house, the person is capable of understanding the subtle energies of the truth, which nobody else is capable of. Just like we discussed about sun has its own power with the 8th house. Now moon has its own power of the emotions. The person with the 8th house moon is emotional, and emotional as well as has the power to deal with these subtle energies. Okay. Next, 8th house is the house of going into the depth. Moon is the planet of the mind. The planet of mind is coming into the house of diving deep. So you can feel it, that moon itself is about mind, and now he is diving deep into the deep 8th house things. It's like mind going into that black hole and trying to figure out the truth. Moon loves to be in the 8th house for this. Okay. The planet of fluctuation is coming into the house of life force. So the person with the moon in the 8th house need to take care of his health always. Moon is the planet of the motherly love and emotions as well. And the planet of love and emotions and nourishment is coming into the house of the charisma. So the people with the 8th house moon are charismatic. They have that magnetic personality that people are drawn towards them. 8th house is not only about the reproduction or sex, it is also about your charisma. And moon does great job here in the 8th house. From the 8th house, moon aspects the 2nd house of the horoscope. 2nd house is all about your family, is about your money, finances, and things which you value. Okay. Moon is the significator for the mother. The planet representing your mother is coming into the 8th house of ups and downs. So the person with the 8th house moon will have ups and downs in his relationship with his mother. Also, they have to take care of their mother's health, more so emotional health. Yes, this was moon in the 8th house. As much as I could hold, grasp, and share with you guys what to watch next, go and check out how to get started into Vedic astrological studies playlist, or you can also go and watch Ascendants or Rising Sign playlist, or you can go and watch Planets Through Houses series from the 1st house, and you will have the understanding of the foundation of Vedic astrology. Sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.